Hey everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. This video is going to be kind of there's going to be two different sections to it. The first part is about a message that I received that I wanted to discuss. It was a comment rather on a video. And I wanted to discuss it, not so much because I'm, as people say, ignore the trolls. The reason I wanted to discuss it was because I know when I was a new seller, this kind of message would have really hurt me, especially as a new reseller and then also as a new YouTuber. And I wanted to address it because I feel like it is something that maybe if you're a new reseller, it might be something that internally you may be questioning yourself about, or you may have had other people question what you're doing and is it ethical, is it moral, this and that. So I wanted to come on and talk about it, and I'm going to read it verbatim. I'm going to share it. I am not sharing the person's name that wrote it because it doesn't matter, but it's still live on whichever video it's on. But I did have a number of you guys chime in and really say your piece about it as well. So that's the first part. And then the second part that I'm going to talk about is more personal, some stuff that's been going on with me and some of the comments, both positive and I don't want to say negative, but maybe a little negative. Yeah, negative. About my demeanor, or maybe some of the things I have shared and why I share some of my personal problems. Ultimately, I'll just give a snippet to that. The reason that I share my real life stuff is because I'm a real life girl and you guys are real life people too. And if I were here all the time just being happy, silly, joy, funny, just shut up and tell us about the jewelry, basically, is comments I've gotten, that I wouldn't be authentic. I wouldn't be being authentic to myself, and I wouldn't be authentic for you, because we all have real problems and we all have real lives. So I just wanted to address a few of those things because it's kind of been, and I know that things have been kind of stressful lately, and I wanted to share. So there's that. And it's nothing like, drama, it's just real life, and the reason I want to share is, like I said, it's relatable. It's for people, right? It would be not realistic if I was just constantly, and you can see it anyway. When I'm stressed out, you can see it anyway. Okay. So hi, you guys that are live. I am going to be jumping back in the chat in just a minute, but I want to read the message or the comment that was on this video. It was on a video. I was doing a haul video. And I was sharing the items that I picked up, and I was sharing my pricing strategy and sharing how I was making my prices and how, like on one of the items in particular, there were only a few up there, and I was comparing like photos. I was comparing, shop, how established the shops were, and trying to like talk out my thought process for how I was planning on pricing an item, and that I tend to price high. And before I read it also, I just want to say that when I first started reselling, I didn't even know there was a whole community out there. I didn't know there were YouTubers. I didn't know there were groups. I thought that I had stumbled onto something truly. And I was questioning whether it was legal even when I was first doing it. I mean, I got like reselling things that had been my grandmother's that, like nobody in the family wanted them. And okay, I get that. That was something she had. And we were just, reselling it like antique stores would do, right? But then when I started picking things up for a quarter at garage sales and going, I wonder if I could sell this too. And then doing that and making a profit on it, I seriously did feel like, is this moral, ethical, legal? Like, is this okay to do? And then I started finding reselling community. What did I do? I got on, I searched about it, I was searching, like, I remember doing searches for, is selling things from garage sales, legal. There were not a whole lot. I mean, I think Steve Rake and a couple other people had their channels already. And that's when I met Steve and was talking to him, you know, and anyway, long story short, it just really, yeah, it was a question I had, and then telling other people who don't, and all of us probably have people in our lives that are like, you do what? You know, and I was so timid about telling people what I did, and I didn't have pride in what I did. I was like, well, see, kind of what I do is like, I'll go and I couldn't even articulate it with confidence because I was so unsure about it. So that's why this message was like, I need to address this because I know there are a lot of new sellers that are watching the channel. Sorry, my shoulders are giving me issues. A lot of new sellers watching the channel, and I just wanted to address it because if that message had come to me earlier on, it would have like, you know, but no. I'm going to come back to the chat, and here we go. I'm going to read the comment. So, and it's a multiple little tidbits. So here we go. And I'll talk about each section. Texas Gal, I've watched many of your videos and have to wonder how I'm guessing you have no shame or limits to the ridiculous amounts you ask for the used stuff you sell. All right. First of all, I am not into shaming people. So first of all, you lost me there. Respect gone. It's hard to have a conversation, even a debate with somebody who's trying to shame you. But yeah. Yes, I do. It's one thing to turn a profit, and it's another to almost rob someone blind. I don't think it's the idea of making a small profit, but small profit for you, but more about every dime you can squeeze out of people to the point of greed. I hear you say if someone wants something bad enough, they will pay the price, and you bank on this to get everything out of them you can. How about giving them something they want and you feel good and right for a fair price instead of overinflated price? I can tell you I don't go into these things saying I want something and be willing to pay just any price because it's out there. Some people don't need it that bad. You should reevaluate your thinking and realize your stuff is just like everyone else's and no better. But I don't think it's about being fair or reasonable. You just want money. Okay, so I don't even have the comments pulled up, so I can't see your reactions right now. I'm going to start just kind of a little by, first of all, the comment that the response I gave to this was I said, look at your car, look at your phone, look at your shoes, look at anything in your home, look at your trip to Target, look at your trip to anywhere. I am telling you that this $20-something, probably $20+ cup that I got at Starbucks didn't cost Starbucks $20-something to make. I would wager it didn't cost them $1 to make. Every company that is out there is making money. If you think for a minute that your iPhone costs $1,000+ $800 to make, you're out of your mind. So the fact that I can take something and sell it for a profit doesn't make a person greedy, unless every single person that owns a company or corporation is greedy. Yes, people are trying to make money to support their families. Also, okay, it's one thing to turn a profit, it's another to rob. So it's okay, like where's the line? It's okay if I make a small profit, but not okay if I make a decent profit or what I think the item is worth. If the item is worth the amount that I place a price on it for, someone will buy it at that amount. If it's not worth that price, then nobody will buy it. And then I will have to lower my price, which I'm cool with. Okay. And again, I'm just just saying, I hear you say something, okay, I touched on that. Again, people will pay if they really want the piece, they will. And think about it this way. So if I have this silver creamer that probably, and we're going to pretend it's from the 1800s, and it cost Joseph Smith $3.50 from his local silversmith to craft this beautiful piece. Are you telling me that because Joseph Smith spent $3.57 on it in 1729, that now all of a sudden if I ask more than $3.50 for it, it's not worth that price? I mean, the logic is just, things appreciate in value. Things depreciate in value. When things become scarce, it's economy, okay? It's like I need to do. I need to go to Khan Academy. I need to grab a link to basic economics. And anytime I get this kind of comment, just put a link to an educational, let's go have school today and learn about economy. Anyway, so yeah, some people, if they don't need it that bad, they won't buy it. So okay. And again, I am trying to support my family. So the idea that I'm trying to make money in my business is not wrong. I don't think it's greedy. I want to pay my bills. I want to put food in my children's mouths. And I want to make sure they have their basic hierarchy of needs met. So yeah, we want shelter and we want food and we want clean water and hugs. Anyway, so I'm going to come back into the chat really fast before I move on to the second part. Again, I wanted to address this one, and I know I'm going to get the don't feed the trolls. It's not about that. I could care less about these kind of comments. But again, it was something that struck a chord with me because I know when I was new, that would have been exactly the little angel devil scenario. That would have been exactly the little negative thing that I was worried somebody would say to me somewhere along the way. And I'm just glad that I have thicker skin now, I suppose. Okay, I'm going to jump back in the chat and then I'll move on to the second part, which I have. Let me make sure, because I did write notes, you guys, today. That's how serious it is that I wanted to talk about. Hello, everybody. Oh, and I want to say too, there was a comment, or I got a message from somebody. The chat sometimes has been wonky. So last time, I don't know if you were here, but I got a number, some of the messages were coming through more than once. And then some people were saying that their messages weren't being seen at all. So I don't know if that was something with YouTube. Please let me know, because I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I can't I can't do all of them, but I'm not trying to ignore anybody either. So hydrate me. Okay. So thank you, everybody, for your really kind words. Thank you. Thank you. Gina says, God, whoever that was would hate my videos. Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, so, and I'm going to come back to Susanna and talk about what's going on in my life. And it's stress. There's some stress, but it's also just it's life. And yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm okay. Yeah, people that sell at yard sales aren't trying to sell retail price. They're just trying to get rid of their stuff, right, Mary? Yeah. And we find good stuff. True. So am I only supposed to sell it for a quarter because I bought it for a quarter? No. No, no, no. So, oh, hi. Thank you for being here, Antique Nomad. Is that asparagus you're holding? Or are you just happy to see me? No. I've been on a major veggie kick lately, so I'm just going to say I've been eating a head of cauliflower a day. So my gas has been delightful. Yeah, okay, exactly. I'm obviously holding people prisoner, making them purchase the item, right? Yeah. So thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate the comments that I get to, and I feel the same. I know I don't know many of you in person, but I do, and I'm going to get to that too. I value the different comments, and I value the different exchanges. I feel like I'm not saying that right. Okay. So don't we all just want money? Yeah. And I'm sorry I couldn't go back and forth between the comments when I was reading the banners at the of the person's comments. So, oh dear, my boyfriend says it's the Italian in me. He says it's mafia stuff. I sold the mid-century silverware for $200. And that's the thing. If somebody is wanting that they want a certain thing, they're willing to pay for that. And why shouldn't you Why? Anyway, so it's true. It's the business of making money. Anywhere. I mean, I can hold up anything. This here. I got my plumber's business card. That business card that he or she bought for their business cost much less than they bought it for. Everything. It's just life, right? Hamburgers. You go to McDonald's and you get some French fries. And I don't even know how much French fries cost anymore. I haven't been out in the world. Okay, it's true. Yeah. Why do people care so much about other? And that's the thing too. Like the funny part to me was like, well, who gets to decide the line? Like she was like, it's okay if you make a little profit, but somewhere there's a line that this person has that once you cross that, like, oh, you're good. Oh, and now you're asking too much. You're greedy, but who gets to decide where that line is? I'm just saying, me. So, I don't, yeah. I didn't block. I don't really block very many people because my thought is they'll just sign. If they really want to bug me bad enough, they'll just sign on under a different name, and then I can't track them. And I like to track them. No, so, I don't know. I just like to know where my arrows are shooting from. Oh, it's that hill again. Okay, it's not coming from like the woods this time. Got it. So I like to keep my eye on that. Okay. I'm looking. Okay. Yeah, they don't know how commerce works. If I could sell toenails for $1 million, I would. Yeah. Totally. Okay. I am looking. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, I'm not robbing anybody. Thanks, Mary. I'm so glad you're here too. And that's, again, agreed. I know I'm going to probably move through the comments a little quicker, but again, my whole point is that I know that there are new people, and I don't want you to get those kind of comments and just, feel the punch, because I would have. So yeah, no problem. It's not like you're running a charity, you're running a business. What's wrong with building a successful business? Exactly. And that's the thing too that got me thinking, because even charities are trying to make money, right? A friend of mine works for the Cancer Society, selling on eBay, and they want to make money. Y'all, I'm sorry, I hope y'all couldn't hear that. My kids have been like on a burp fest lately, and they are downstairs, and I can hear them having a burp off. I hope you can't. So, oh yeah, it reminds me of people. I haven't heard that one in a long time, Brenda. Reminds me of people saying they won't sell to a reseller, right? I'm like, if the reseller is willing to pay the price you want, what's the problem? Yeah. Yeah, and people, this is another person posted this fire crest too on the thread. There were a good 14 other people that had their perspectives. But yeah, your time is worth money, and like the research and your labor, exactly. You're taking the pictures, you're looking things up, so definitely, yeah, Economics 101. I'm sure Khan Academy it's free. I'm sure I can grab a link next time. I'm like, here, let's talk economics. So, it jumped. Oh dear. Oh dear. It totally jumped. I hope I didn't miss anything. Oh, is Jocelyn in? I see y'all saying hi to, oh, she is. Hello. I'm so glad you made it in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're just talking. Shame on the whatever. People trying to shame resellers. So again, if I end up skipping your comment because it really super jumped. She says, I start my auctions at 4 and they call me greedy. What? Wow. That's yikes. I don't even know where to start. But yeah, I know it doesn't matter, right? They'll say what they want to say, right? Okay, again, if I missed your comment and you really are wanting me to see it, send it through again, because yeah, because I'm going to talk about the next part Do I have a video for someone getting into reseller tips? Probably. I have about 1 billion videos. But that would be a good idea. I need to write that down. Okay, I'll remember. Maybe I'll remember. Here, I'll take a screenshot because I won't remember. Here, boop, there, screenshot. Yeah, buy low, sell high. Start with stuff you enjoy. Definitely. And I'm sure people in the chat will probably say, okay, maybe you could do a video on how you reprice when you don't get the price you ask. Yeah, most of the time it's just after it truly is like a year. Screenshot that too. It usually takes a long time for me to drop the prices because I forget. I just get busy listing other things, and then after a while I'm like, wow, that's been sitting there for a while. Maybe I should go double check that. And there's a possibility, assuming this was somebody wanted to. I had something that I can't read or talk today. Something that person wanted you had for sale but didn't want to pay your price. And that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Hope the kids are staying down away from you. Oh, the cauliflower. Man, with their burpathons, they have it coming. I'm just telling you. Definitely. All right. I'm scrolling because I'm going to say the next part. I saw something about the toenails pop up again, like about the voodoo thing with the toenails. I'm not going to sell my toenails. Okay. Yeah, who put that person in charge? It's true. Right. Yeah. If they've ever bought clothes, shoes, purses, definitely. Oh, no, I won't do my toenails. I'll have to find someone else's toenails to sell. Let's see. Okay. I definitely missed a lot in the chat because it just keeps jumping down, but I'm super glad that you're here. So do I have a video of what all you have to resell, like show the process from when they buy it to the mail? I don't know that I do, but I'll have to find out. I can see about, I haven't bought anything new in a while. Well, other than lots online, so I could do it that way. Okay, so unless I missed anything major, I'm going to jump into the next part of this. Pardon me. I'm serious with the cauliflower, y'all. I'm on a cauliflower kick. I made a big thing of cauliflower, buffalo cauliflower, like buffalo wings, but cauliflower last night. And I ate half of it, and then I woke up, and then I went downstairs and I ate the other half. Okay, so let me talk about the second half. What did I title this site? It's the personal part of this. The reason I like to share the reasons I want to talk about things, because it's not just like I'm trying to, some people will say, oh, you're trying to get attention, or you're trying to get pity, or blah, 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 blah. Right, as I'm telling you, the buffalo cauliflower is so good. And I made 2 different recipes, and I'm like, I'm going to nail one of these. I got an air fryer. I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, so here's the deal. The second part of this, I'm trying to look at my notes, sorry, is I'm going to be looking at my notes a little bit because some of it is a bit personal, but the reason I want to share it is because I do get comments about my demeanor in some of the videos. Like, people can tell I'm not my normal happy, all the time, or I may be a little more serious, or maybe some of my comments about things are, I don't want to say pessimistic, because I'm not usually very pessimistic, but maybe not as self-confident as I usually perceive myself to be, or portray myself to be. So I wanted to address that for, again, 2 reasons. 1, because real life, real person, and 2, I don't know. I guess I need to look at my notes. This is why I did notes. Okay, so I don't even know with my notes where to start. Okay, so why do I share about my issues and problems? So I get messages from people telling me I ramble, or telling me I need to stay on topic, and that nobody wants to hear about, your problems. And I get that some of you guys will probably say just ignore the trolls. And for some of these things I do, But the reason on this one I didn't was because I have the ability to help new sellers and new resellers. And then I think it helps for them to see that it happens to everybody, and that the ups, the downs, the hate, the meanness comes, whether you're new or not, and that everybody has these kind of problems. Anyway, so I get a lot of messages lately. I've gotten a number of messages and comments. I'm worried about my demeanor when I'm not as optimistic as usual. And I know, again, I wrote here, I know that these come with love. And I know when a person messages or emails or whatever, and says, you need to take a step back, or you need to take a break, or all that, I get that it's being said in the nicest, I'm taking it as in the nicest possible way. And for some of the reasons I've shared, I cannot. So I haven't shared all the reasons why I cannot, but it's reality, and to try to pretend that nothing is ever wrong would be a fantasy. So some of the personal stuff, I'm going to just lay it out because it's real, and I feel like it's important to show that no matter where you are in this journey, we're all humans and we all have real lives going on. So as some of you may or may not know, I got divorced within the last year. So we were separated. It's been over a year, divorce final, less than a year. So now I'm a single mom, and I shared in another video a couple of days ago that we had a big plumbing issue. And so I had a $900 plumbing bill come through. And again, I didn't share that for pity. I didn't share that. I'm not asking for money, but to show like real stress. And I did get a comment that said, well, be grateful you have $900. I don't. So I just wanted to say, the assumption, I think that's probably why I wanted to talk about it, because I think the assumption that, that the problems that I don't know how to word it, we all have the same problems, right? And so after that happened, and then, so I didn't do a couple videos for a few days, because after that happened, I'm going to lay it out if you want to hear stress. I got a letter from my HOA, not for this house, but for my rental house, that my HOA fees weren't paid, which I've always paid. I went back and looked, and every year they've been paid on target. And so because of something that happened with the divorce, I wasn't getting the bills for it, and I didn't know it was delinquent. I'm not pointing any fingers, but it didn't get paid. So I got this $1,100 penalty bill thing dropped in my lap. And y'all, it made me, after that $900, again, not looking for pity, not asking for money, but just showing real life. When it rains, it pours, and we all get it. But wait, there's more. So at that point, I was freaking out, and I was okay, this slipped through the cracks. I need to call and check. I'm going to go online and make sure the taxes are paid. I'm going to go online and make sure my insurance, my homeowners, and all this stuff is up to date. I'm so glad I did, because my flood insurance for both houses was expired, and my rental property, that is the house I used to live in Friendswood, is, when Harvey came through, anyway, most of Friendswood was underwater. So my flood insurance being lapsed was a big deal, and there's tropical storms, hurricanes coming that way. So I had to get on the phone, drop another over $1,000 to get the flood insurance reinstated on both properties. So we're looking at over $3,000 dropped within. My nose started itching. I think the talk of giant money makes my nose itch. Within 3 days. So, right. So yeah, I was a little stressed, a little bit. And I just wanted to, the reason, again, I'm sharing is not for pity, not for asking for money, but just to say, you guys, it happens to everybody. And it's just again, when it rains, it pours. And I have some more I'm going to share, but I'm going to look in the chat real fast. No, I don't make $1 million per episode. If only. Just call me Seinfeld. I will. I'm going to send it to you. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I should have taken a picture. Yes, I am. It's true. It's true. Okay. Looking. I saw some other stuff. Went to the bins. I'm so jealous. I haven't been in a while. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Bins are crazy in Austin. Get ready to. I haven't been in so while. In so while. Apparently, I can't talk in so while either. But if you start adding, okay. Is there a way to add 100 commercials? I'm joking. So, okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Chili. I appreciate that. Okay. I know I saw something else. Because I do have another. Yeah, I get like having to explain myself, and I think part of me wants to. Part of me wants to share just so that others feel like they're like, okay, I get problems too. I'm not alone. Because it does, I feel like it helps knowing you're not going through stuff alone, and that other people, I don't know, it helps me anyway. So when I see people that I admire, and I'm not saying, I feel like everything I say is going to be twisted. But when I see people that I admire sharing that they're real trials and tribulations, it's hard when people like, I'm gonna get attacked by the beehive, but like Beyonce is like too perfect. Like I need to see that she's got real problems, she got a hangnail or something. I don't know. But when I see her, I'm like, wow, that's just one example. It's hard to relate personally when someone's up. Again, I don't think I'm on a pedestal. When someone's up on a pedestal, yeah, maybe I'm coming out wrong. I don't know. I think you know what I mean. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Oh gosh, it jumped. I hate that. I just wish there was a way to make that not happen. So again, yeah, some people are critical, and I know some of the people are. Some people are coming to it with love and just wanting me to, and that was why I was saying, when people are kindly telling me like, you need to take a step back, you need to slow down, I can't. I've got like single mom thing going, and now like major bills going, and so the idea of me taking a step back and taking a breather is like, no, I can't. Luckily, and I am one to count my blessings. I am so grateful that I'm home with my kids. I am so grateful that I have the opportunity and the ability to work from home, and so there's so many things that I am 100% grateful for. So, yeah. Oh, it jumped again. I tell you what, I am going to just not. Okay, so the last little bit. Make sure I probably hit upon it, but I just want to make sure because I went through. I made these notes. I'm gonna read them. So yeah, I talked about how I want to show people that they're not alone, and ignoring reality, focusing on happy. Shows it's an escape. Like if I only did videos where it was like unboxings and I'm silly and happy and I'm fun, it's a great escape. I get that, and I get that, especially now. Some people really just want an escape from all of the everything. The world is just a lot right now. Okay, it is. But let's see. But if I can also show that there's happiness and problems, and we can work through that and still be happy, I think that's important as well. You know what I mean? And then another reason I share is because I think it builds community, and I get advice from you guys a lot of times. I get many different perspectives on things, and while I may disagree with some of them, I'm always grateful for the time and perspective that I get. And I think it's, I don't want to get into politics, but I think a lot, you probably noticed this in your real life, that things are really complicated and kind of divided right now, and people are splitting over differences of opinions that maybe things are just raw right now, I think. And I am trying, like, I'm really careful about that because I think it's important to be able to listen to the good, the bad, and the ugly. And, you know, it's like that saying, if someone says you're a horse, if one person says you're a horse, you can ignore them. If two person says you're a horse, you know, you might want to like pay attention. The third person tells you you're a horse, you might want to check if there's a saddle on your back. So I think it's important to be able to sift through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and take stock of all of that. So, and I don't normally get offended unless someone's being ugly and attacking and making it like a personal like jab or whatever. So that is the gist of everything today. And I want to see. I'm trying to see about the chat. So again, I'm looking. You cry on your phone. Well, this is true. Well, I'm not saying it's true that you cry on your. Y'all have seen me cry, I think. Yeah. It's definitely, I don't know. I just wanted, I just repeat myself. I just do. I do. That it's reality, you know, and we have big problems, but we can push through them, and we can persevere. There we go. So, yeah. Okay, let's read this one. Barbara says, speech is like silver, but silence is gold. If it's not nice to say it mean doesn't help. True. Yeah. I don't think some people don't share that. Some people just say whatever comes out of their mouth. So, okay, so that is the main thing of today. And I'm so proud of myself for writing notes, but wish that I were better at organizing my thoughts. I hope that you guys have a really great afternoon, and thank you for hanging out. And I hope that the points I was trying to get across came across correctly, because I know sometimes I worry that they foot and mouth disease, you know? So don't let people shame you. You got this. We can persevere. We can totally get through all these hard things. I tell my kids that all the time. You can do hard things. We are another mantra around our house is we are very capable people. So we are capable of getting through these things. We're capable of figuring it out and solving problems. So, okay. I hope you have a great afternoon. I've got to go make meatloaf now for Burpathon 3 before that kicks off. And I will talk to you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.